David allegations are disturbing. All updates explained. Wait, David? The dude that makes those TikTok songs? I thought this was the most family-friendly guy to ever exist. There's clips of him saying 6'7". What did he do? That's my favorite singer, y'all. What did he do? Who's gonna tell him? What do you mean, tell me what? Nah, I'm kidding, bro. But, yo, isn't it crazy, y'all, that niggas on Twitter finished an investigation faster than the police could? They finished it in a day. And then the police, bro, they did fucking nothing, bro. Dead ass. Like, I feel so bad, but literally everybody in this little girl's life failed her, basically. Bro, because first off, her Discord knew, allegedly. Friends knew, and the police just didn't check anything. They let him off as a suspect, even though the body was literally found in his car. That would be an odd circumstance. Like, at first when it came out, I was like, all right, maybe somebody planted it or whatever. Like, it could be just a crazy coincidence, but nowadays it's looking cooked, bro. How is the police still not arresting him as a suspect or anything? Like, the crazy thing is, y'all, yo, do y'all think like the people doing investigations online are gonna fuck up the case? Like, I know how for EDP, the reason he didn't get arrested is because, like, the case got botched. Because, like, nah, I feel like this is different, though. He has money, but, like, that doesn't mean anything, bro. Like, a ton of people got fucking money. Shit, Diddy had money, and he's still going to prison. Goddamn R. Kelly had money. Bill Cosby had money. There's cold evidence, though. Right now, yeah, technically, like, all of the evidence is basically pointing that, like, he did it. And, like, all the video evidence, according to the internet detectives, pointing to him. But, like, there is still a chance, technically, the police could say, no, he's not linked to it. This is the prediction I'm gonna make. Obviously, allegedly, everything's alleged right now, whatnot, just for legality. But I think he probably hired somebody to take her out or do something. That's what I honestly think. And then he used the excuse of him being on tour to not be a suspect. I don't know, man. Him being on tour, that is like the perfect fucking excuse too. Like, oh, I was on tour, I'm not involved with it for real. Like, how could it be possible? His song lyrics though, yeah, all the song lyrics point to it, man. You low-key predicted this in the September vid. I did.
So unless he pulled some mafia type of calls and had someone taken out and left in his trunk for some reason, which doesn't make sense if you're trying to hide a crime, but whatever, then it was pretty much impossible for him to have done the crime.
Yeah, it did. Deadass, you wouldn't suspect somebody to murk somebody and put it in your own car. Who the f does that? But what I think happened is he probably just did the crime, allegedly, or alleged. Or the other person did, they got scared or they got nervous. He left his car there. He didn't know what to do with it. Then it got towed. Then it was cooked. Anyways, let's go ahead and see this.
On September 8th, news broke that a badly decomposed body was found in a Tesla that was in an impound lot registered to the singer David. Now, David is a 20-year-old kid, ex-Fortnite pro. He has a grasp.
I was surprised when people said he's a Fortnite player. Then after that, I actually thought of that. I thought of the crime and I was like, it makes sense. I mean, what did you expect from a Fortnite streamer? Fortnite streamer, Minecraft streamer. Usually you don't judge a book by its cover, but sometimes there's signs that the cover was completely obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Roots type come up, making music on his iPhone. And on top of that, he was on tour. So because of his personality, everyone just assumed.
Yeah, he seemed like such a cool dude, bro. Like, this is a dude I could imagine probably like, just like dapping up and be like, yo, what's up? Like,
it couldn't have been him, right? Until some more news came out just recently that may change the entire story. Real quick, I want to say I'm making this vid because the story is really confusing. There's a lot of theories and misunderstood things floating around right now. I mean, you have people like XQC who are investigating.
Yo, internet detective at his best, bro. You got a nigga that motherfucking looks at his computer like this. Hey guys, Tom NFG here. You know, only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on. I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it. You know, it doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams. You know, we have a lot of fun over there. I'm telling you, we have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it. Bye. Damn. Sits like this. Chat. Let's stop this real quick, chat. We're gonna link this to this. We're gonna go here, and yeah.
We're investigating this on stream, and it's probably not the best source, as well as people who are just straight up making things up or posting.
Yeah, and then I remember seeing this picture. They said like they found the girl.
Misinformation. So I'm gonna separate this video into two different sections. The first is gonna be stuff that we know for sure, and the second is just going to be like theories and speculation from all the fans online. Also, here's a quick trigger warning because a lot of the stuff in this video is pretty disturbing. So with all that in mind, let's continue. If you don't know who David is, like I said, he used to be a Fortnite pro. He had a cool come-up story saying he wanted non-copyright music for his montages, so he started making his own songs with just his iPhone on BandLab. After uploading a couple songs to SoundCloud, he released the song Romantic Homicide. This song went super viral, and I'm sure you've all heard it.
Is this a song where it's like, on the back of my mind? In the back, well, nowadays it's probably in the back of my car. Like, that's crazy though, bro. In the back of my mind.
It's the, in the back of my mind, you died. that song. And this track absolutely blew up in July of 2022.
Yeah, and then I remember I was looking at this yesterday. They said like the music video, literally like the girl kind of looks similar to the victim.
And shortly after, he signed a record deal to Interscope. He continued releasing music and even opened for SZA on his tour.
Really?
He also got to do the track Feel It for Invincible, a song that fans absolutely love. Even recently, David
that was a good
just did a
song.
song called Locked and Loaded, which was a collaboration with Fortnite. He had a montage of his own gameplay as the music video. I'm saying all this to say he had a very organic come up, a family-friendly vibe.
I was about to say, usually you don't see come-ups like this nowadays. Like, he started on BandLab, started Basic, was with SZA. Niggas really throw everything away, bro, to goddamn, like, smash a little girl, bro. That shit makes no sense to me, yo. Genuinely, like, you gotta understand first off, what runs through a content creator's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, content creators always think of shit like this. Like, what's the risk of doing this? If this gets exposed, I'm cooked. This, and that. And niggas will still do it, bro. Like, it's not like you some regular, like, just Joe Schmo on the street where, like, I don't know, you just do it in private and won't get caught. Like, dude, you're going to get caught eventually, bro. Even then, obviously, it's not fucking good if you're doing it in private. You're fucking weirdo, bro. You deserve to be arrested, too. But, like, especially when you're a public figure, bro, why do these niggas not think shit's going to get exposed in the future? Just be normal. I genuinely just be so confused how it's possible.
And a likable personality.
So you just literally only made music so you could make a few more dollars
Exactly.
on your... Okay.
That was it.
How did you make your first song?
And I looked up how to make music on iPhone, and this app called BandLab comes up. I click on it, I put my Apple earbuds in, and I use my sister's closet as a studio.
That's why when the news first broke, most people just assumed he couldn't have possibly done it. I even said to a friend when it first came out, I was like, I feel like the Fortnite kid who was pretty normal didn't do something like this. Because that was always the impression that I got from him, but that may not be the case. When the news first came out, it was reported that there was a body in his car that had been there for an extended period of time before being found. It was too badly decomposed to be identified. Apparently, the car had been
and it was only there for like 4 or 5 days. That's sad, man.
At the impound lot for a few days. This was after the car had been abandoned a few days before that, without ever being reported missing. According to NBC, a spokesperson for David said he has been informed about what's happened, and although he is still out on tour, he is fully cooperating.
Wait, you tell me right now he heard this news and he decided to continue his fucking tour? And I think I saw a clip he was like throwing out labubus or some shit. First off, if I hear this immediately, I'm probably gonna have to cancel a bunch of shows just to process it. Like, somebody I knew this close, like, and like he was also like a fucking weirdo, but he was like with her romantically too. Like, that just shows where he didn't care if he did it, if he actually did the crime. David gets out labubus at his show tonight, in the episode after female son on his body. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one? Bro, she's just throwing him out. She's throwing him out, bro. Don't fight over. He made that song. That's not him.
With the authorities. But he would have been touring for over a month before the body was decomposed, according to his tour dates, which is why, like I said, most people figured it couldn't have possibly been him. On top of that, the LAPD said it is one of several vehicles owned by the musician, with many different people using any of the vehicles at any given time. The police didn't arrest him or anything, and he just went on to perform like normal the same.
Okay, y'all, so far, like, you know how they always give like interviews to like potential suspects, they have their methods of doing whatever. Do y'all think the police were that incompetent that they like just didn't do a good job? I could believe they also saw he was like a super big musician, rich, he was signed to labels. They're like, maybe not. It's also the LAPD. Their police is garbage. LAPD, NYPD, police there are just known for being terrible. Thought the car at the time was registered in another person's name. It was under his name, but he could have had somebody else like using it. He has multiple cars, like, yeah, maybe he has like people working for him that use that car and they flew to LA, like things like that.
Same night, handing out labubus to the crowd. On the flip side though, Crocs and Hollister dropped their ad campaigns.
Yeah, they did it fast, and I remember some people were saying like, yo, why did they do it so fast? Why didn't they wait? Yeah, good thing they didn't wait.
Which is understandable why brands wouldn't want to be associated with those types of accusations. However, things took a turn for the much worse when just recently the body was identified.
And now some breaking news on a major story that we've been following. We have just learned the identity of a teen found dead inside of the trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer David. Investigators now say that the victim, Celeste, reported as a runaway last year, had not been seen since.
It was the body of a young girl named Celeste, who would have just turned 15 years old. She went missing in April of 2024 when she was 13, so she was missing for over a year. Of course, though, this in and of itself doesn't directly link her to David, but TMZ interviewed the girl's mom, who said that her daughter had a "sh" tattoo right on her index finger in red ink. Well, David also has a "sh."
I was about to say, same tattoos. Her mom literally said his name was David. Unless if it's somehow another David And like they coincidentally just had the same tattoo. Wait, tattoo at 13? Dude, I knew somebody in middle school that got a tattoo. I remember some dude just pulled up, bro, and he showed me shit. I was like, what the fuck? I wouldn't even be comfortable if I was like a tattoo artist tattooing somebody underage. I probably just wouldn't do it because legally, I'm pretty sure the tattoo artist can't even do it. But like, you can find people to always do shit. Unlikely, but you can't rule that coincidence out. Yeah, you can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you technically can't. That there was somehow coincidence. Her mom's and the boyfriend's name was David, and they had the same tattoo. But then seeing clips of them together, the girl, I think that like sealed it for me. This right here, I could say maybe. Like, if I'm putting him at like 85% chance of giving him a 15%, okay, and then there's clips of them together on FaceTime and whatnot, that sealed the deal for me.
Tattoo on his right index finger. This tattoo isn't necessarily unique to David. I mean, Rihanna has it, Lindsay Lohan and Lily Allen do too. But what makes things miles worse is that the mom claimed her daughter had a boyfriend named David. Right after this news came out, David canceled his upcoming show. TMZ confirmed that a house David was living in was searched by the LAPD. The house was being rented by his manager from Interscope, but there are a ton of pictures and videos of him in the house over the past year. Apparently, LAPD homicide detectives searched the house Wednesday and walked out with a computer and several evidence bags.
Mike, do we know
See, several evidence bags? Like, you don't get several evidence bags if you didn't do a crime.
if this search has anything to do with the girl's death, though?
Yeah, so Susie and Juan, we are working on those details right now. What I can tell you is that it is literally right where we know that the car was towed from. So remember how this all happened, as you heard from Nicole. The car was towed from the Hollywood Hills. It wasn't until it was at the tow yard where the body was found. So if we go back to where the car was towed from tonight, there's a presence of Los Angeles police detectives that are out there. We can see them in their plainclothes suits. We also see crime scene text. It appears to be centered at this home. Sky Cow was able to get a peek before it got dark. To be clear, LAPD has not said tonight if this investigation is related to the investigation of the girl's body being found, but they are like less than 100 feet away from where it was all found. So this is all happening in the same neighborhood.
For reference, this is how close the house was to where the car was found, which I think is a lot more incriminating than it originally was led on to be. And on top of that, the police are saying that the car was driven through an alley, possibly with the intention of trying to avoid traffic cameras or something like that. So it's just crazy how close it was to the house that he was
at this point, I think he hired somebody. Obviously, he was on tour when it happened.
In. The only other thing we know for sure is that there was a photo taken of David just a brief walk away from where the victim lived. The person who posted the picture was alleging that David was paying people off, but there isn't any concrete proof on that. All we know for sure is that he was in that area.
I could believe that, bro, but like, especially when you're younger, let's say he's like, yo, I'll pay you like 5 bands because the nigga's rich. He could say like, oh, I'll pay you 5 bands or 10 bands to not tell anybody. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people just do that for 5 or 10 bands. Not even if you're just like a minor or some shit, bro. Like grown ass men would just like take the money and not give a and not say anything.
Kali Uchis even said she's in the process of taking down the song she has with him following this news. So this is everything we know for sure, all of our information from official sources. However, as you can imagine, the internet detectives got straight.
And they still snitched? Dude, they didn't. Technically, they didn't. The police found out, investigated, then the person is alleging it said it after. So they didn't even snitch, bro.
To work.
It already came out.
This alleged information looks really bad if we're being honest. Again, I just want to clarify, everything going forward isn't like super factual. It's not confirmed by official sources.
This is all like internet investigations. That's why I'm saying this is all like alleged right now.
But if I'm being honest, most of this proof that we're seeing.
What was the girl was talking too much and he had to pack her up to keep his dirty secret? That's what I actually think what happened. I truly think what happened is what a lot of people are saying. She was gonna expose it. If a girl comes out saying I was 12 years old dating a 17-year-old / 18-year-old, whatever the his career's over. His career is fucking over, bro. He probably didn't even know how like big he was gonna get, bro. It swung back on him.
Confirms that he knew the victim. First of all, there's messages from his Discord server that show him talking to a girl named Celeste. This interaction was from 2022, by the way, and it says she joined the server back in 2021. There were also people who had a convo saying they were pretty sure he had a girlfriend named Celeste in 2024. One of the strangest messages from his server was someone who said in response to him saying he was in a song crisis, drop the one with the missing girl, Celeste. This message was also...
Yo, you think he saw this and he was probably like... What missing girl?
Sent in August of 2024. All of this is very strange because at the very least it goes to show that people were aware of this girl in his Discord server. Like I saw someone tweet, you're telling me people knew about David and Celeste in a Discord server and didn't say anything? And I saw some people saying she lied and said her age in the server was 18, but I don't know, still just a weird situation. Someone also
he probably told her that to do that.
But all of these screenshots, which leads me to believe that these are legitimate. On top of this, photos started popping up saying it was the two of them together like this one.
Yo, on FaceTime at 4 a.m. is crazy, bro. Like, they was definitely doing some shit together.
There's also this photo from Discord as well, which looks similar to the victim. There was also a bunch more pics and videos that leaked that showed David with a girl that resembled this girl. Apparently, someone even got into his iCloud and started leaking photos of them together. Then there's also this really strange...
You know what's even worse about this? First off, he's a music artist, bro. It's not like bro's chop, bro. Bro could get girls, bro. He probably has a ton of fangirls that loved him. And this is the person he chose to be with. And not only to be with, bro, and potentially murder her, bro. Something about this is just so weird.
Post. On September 8th,
the youngest
the
fan
day
possible.
the original news broke, someone responded on r/hiphopheads in response to the news. This guy is a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from the LE ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was pimping her out. She was in the 7th grade at the time. LAPD sweeped his place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who's in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names as she's still a minor, but she was from Lake Elsinore. At the time, everyone thought this was just some random Reddit user who was tweaking. And now with the latest news, it seems very real. I mean, the girl was reported...
That's what I'm saying. You never know on Reddit. Somebody could just be completely making up some absolute bullshit, or they could dead ass be like telling a truth, bro. Like, there are so many Reddit cases where like somebody types a comment and like nobody will believe it because they're like, it's fucking random Reddit comment, and it comes out it's real like months or years later.
Missing about 70 miles away from where the car was found. So the fact that this random guy was able to piece those dots together, it just doesn't seem like it was some made up story. On top of all of this, a song leaked that I can't confirm if it's real, but it's called Celeste. Apparently,
like, there's just no fucking way, nigga. It is too much shit. If he makes it out of this, bro, after all this evidence and somehow he's not the person that did it, bro, he got it, bro. Like, I'm playing the lottery again because I'm gonna fucking win.
David wrote it in 2023 and the lyrics are kind of crazy. This very well could be AI or something, I couldn't tell you, but a lot of people believe that it is in fact real. There was also this weird tweet from 2022 where he said, when I was writing this, I got a notification from you. As you were talking about wanting to be with your mom and your sister again, take me where I belong. But our circumstances won't allow us to be in our ideal situations. We gotta...
Why would you even tweet this? Bro, niggas be so stupid. There was no point of him tweeting this. Niggas telling on himself digital footprint. That's what people don't be understanding, bro. Bro, that shit like spraying holy water on like a demon, bro. Easily digital footprint. I'm noticing, bro.
Gotta push through it, bro. This was from...
Yeah, I think the next video is gonna be the Predator Invasion of 2025.
An old thread where he was talking about...
I might have to do a series like that every year on the main channel.
Romantic Homicide, his breakout hit. Another crazy coincidence was that the music video for Romantic Homicide was released on the victim's birthday. Fans also pointed out that the lady in the video resembled the victim. On top of that, the lyrics just look a little weird now. Everyone has been looking at his old lyrics under a new lens, and a lot of them don't look great. Like this one where he says, he might have you, but I've got your ghost. Everything just looks so weird now with this news. Like he apparently brings a casket and stuff to his show.
Okay, first off, this is weird as fuck. I would feel very uncomfortable going to a concert and seeing a casket, especially after the motherfucking Astro World shit.
Shows. And his TikTok reposts just look terrible. Like there's this one that reads, imagine we were two cannibals in the late 80s who randomly met and then we fell in love and tried to be better and start a life together. Then you died and I ate your bones. Like, why would you ever repost that? Or this one that says, me watching her scream after I poured boiling water on her after she told a boy happy birthday because why you happy? He made it another year.
See, at first when you see something like this, it's just like a joke. You're like, oh, it's just a little like whatever. But then knowing the context of like what happened here just makes it so much worse. Like, I can see somebody reposting this, like a friend, and be like, oh, whatever, it's just like a little joke.
Here, just weird stuff. That's super weird to repost, especially under this context. The latest thing to happen was the alleged brother of the victim, who was followed by David, was found. People started DMing him and asking him questions, which I think is a bit too far. Like, this guy's definitely grieving right now that
that's strange.
His sister's body was just found, and now the whole internet's put him on blast. But regardless, he claimed that they went to the police and it was waived off due to a lack of evidence. So we just saw they found evidence, bags of evidence at David's place. But at first, the #1 suspect, they didn't check his place for evidence until the internet started piecing it together. Our tax dollars goes to this bullshit, bro. It's like the one time I've seen people ask for police intervention in a case like this and the police won't do shit. Well, now they're finally checking it. I'm surprised he hasn't been detained and they question him. Again, I can't confirm if this is actually the brother, but that's what
ain't paying taxes no more.
There's other stuff too, like some alleged text between the victim and a friend talking about David, or people talking about another guy who was in the picture that David also knew, but that's not super important. This is the main information that everyone's focused on. Like I said though, this is all speculative stuff and theories that come from fans, although if I'm being honest, a lot of it looks pretty legit. Most of the public believes that he is guilty of being a and a murderer. And
I was about to say, it doesn't matter, y'all, if he's like not a murderer, like he didn't murder her. He's still an EDP. His career's over. He's still an EDP, bro. He was like 17 or 18 dating like a 12 or 13-year-old, bro. Wrap it up.
I'm not sure how David and his team could spin it in a way that make him seem not that way. However, some people do believe his innocence. Streamer and collaborator of David, Jason the Ween, who just made a song with him, was asked about whether or not he thought—
Oh my god, he did? They did. Okay, just made a song is crazy. It was 5 months ago. Jason got to take down the song. Well, it has to be probably like confirmed, even though like, yeah, okay, right now it's all internet detectives. Basically everything is pointing to like bro did it, but like I would take it down anyways because it's proven that he's an EDP. Actually, no, fuck that.
David did it, and on stream he said he didn't think so.
Situation
with David? Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still gonna listen.
I think this is old though.
His music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No.
Clip
and I'm gonna
contribute to the internet.
We're gonna perform on the 20th, me and David.
Tesla.
I don't think it's him because he's been on tour.
No,
but also
I don't think it's him either. I think it's like almost obviously not him.
Quick little update: Jason, among a bunch of other people, celebrities and influencers and friends of David, have all—
That's a fucking shame. Like I'm imagining, like, of course this would never happen, bro, but like somebody like close to me that do collabs with like Rye or Saw or something, like something like this comes out, bro. I'm just like, fuck, bro. That feel like a knife getting stabbed to my heart, bro. I don't know, even for content creators I know and collab with, bro, like I have like a few like close to me. Like, I do collab with like a bunch of different content creators and whatnot, but like a few I can call like people like that's the closest person of content that like I've talked to, bro, and I've like built a friendship off.
all unfollowed him.
Goes to show how scared people could be. Yeah, you never know.
So his case is clearly getting much worse. But as of right now, with everything that's come out, people in general are assuming he's guilty. Like this person who said, TikTok, you will crumble for running to defend this not only a killer—
Who defended him?
Or this person who said, he's 20 and she was 15. He's a pedophile and a murderer. Yeah, no, he needs to be locked up now. This person even said, I'm usually an innocent until proven guilty type of person, but with the amount of evidence against David, you're just delusional if you think he's innocent. I don't know about the delusional part. That's kind of harsh.
The dumbest, most rage baiting account on Twitter with the blue check mark is going to be like, actually, the evidence really isn't a lot for real. Pre-bro. That's Twitter nowadays, dude. Y'all, literally before I didn't even pay Twitter. Before I didn't even have the blue check mark, bro, because I was like, why the f would I need it? I kind of bought it, bro, because like you literally need it to get reach. You literally have to get it, bro, definitively, bro. Like, as a content creator, bro, you feel me? I need to get my reach and shit to different people and whatnot. But yeah, it's actually crazy, bro. All those accounts just rage bait, bro. All of Twitter's dead ass rage bait, political rage bait, bro. Niggas just be saying shit that they don't believe in. Like, I promise you, bro, they just say shit that they don't believe in. It is way worse than before. Like, before it was bad. Elon's Twitter is 5 to 10 times worse.
Don't want to jump to the conclusions in this video or make some false accusations, but I have to say the allegations look very bad for him. Even if he wasn't involved in her passing,
I think the fact that he didn't say anything too, because usually, y'all, when it comes out on an artist, right, if they didn't do the crime, they're gonna defend themselves. He didn't say anything at all. Like, even when Drake and Kendrick diss was happening, like, Drake, he was like, oh yeah, I'm not no predator or whatever he put in his diss track. He didn't say nothing about it. You could release a statement. You could have a lawyer release a legal fine statement. He didn't say anything, so.
It does seem like they dated or were very close based on everything we know, which at the very least, allegedly, would make David a pedophile. I don't know though, this whole situation just leaves me with a ton of questions. Like, if the mom of the victim knew that she was dating someone named David, did she not know his age? And I'm not blaming her.
I don't think she knew his age. Probably told her to like, don't tell your mom my age or something. Or maybe she said like, he's the same age as me. The body was found in my old car, even if it was some junkyard, I'm saying something. Well, the thing is, okay, you gotta think, the way he's probably looking at it now, if he did do the crime, he's like, if I do say I didn't do it, he's gonna get more years. Like, that's how the courtroom works. If you say you didn't do a crime, then it gets proven that you're guilty, you could add an extra 5, 10, 20 years, whatever. If, let's say that he just accepted like a plea deal instead and got like 20 years, 25 years or something, then he could potentially come out in that time and then like live the rest of his life.
Specifically, but it seems like the people around her knew a bit about it, like the guy from the Reddit post who apparently knew that she ran off with David, and I guess other people knew too, at least that's how he made it sound. However, on the flip side, the brother claimed that the police didn't do anything. So is that really the case? Did the police not do anything at all? I don't know. I just can't imagine there's a way in which David and his team can spin this without any sort of admission of guilt, at least acknowledging that he knew her or had a relationship with her, which is wrong. The only possible explanation that could make him innocent is the fact that maybe it was a setup, but even then it just seems so elaborate.
Why would somebody be setting up David? It's not like he's like some gangster rapper or some shit, you know what I'm saying? He has like a hood to back and then they're trying to set him up to make him look bad. Like, bro, this was a Fortnite player, dude. His ops are motherfucking Jonesy. The motherfucking Jonesy. They're gonna claim AI and delete that Discord server. I'm surprised his Discord is still up. Seriously?
I can't imagine that was the case. Maybe they were friends, but I doubt that was the case based on all the pictures.
Friends in person with a girl at 4 a.m. on FaceTime, you're not friends. If that is not a family member, y'all are together at 4 a.m., bro, doing this, that's not your friend.
Pictures that we've seen. At the end of the day, this is a super tragic story, and I just want to say rest in peace to the victim. I couldn't find anything, but if anyone knows of any resources available to help the victim's family that isn't scammy, please let me know and I'll make sure to pin it in the comments below. Other than that though, if there's any other major updates, I'll make sure to update you guys, so feel free to stick around and subscribe if you want to get more news.
W Matty Balls, man. Rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, bro. That's so sad, bro. I hate when people young die. Wait, let me check Twitter. Did they find anything else? Yo, this is from Fearbuck. Alleged footage of Celeste backstage with David's brother and David's show. Bro, there's no way. That looks like her. Man, I hope she gets justice, man, because it's f***ed up. But yeah, anyways, if you're watching on the 2, make sure to join the Discord and watch the streams.
Subscribe to Tommy NFG.